If you're an educator sitting on talent, experience, and you got real results, but you are still underpaid, overlooked, and overwhelmed, this is the video for you. Here's what we both know: the rules have changed. The way people earn, the influence, and the impact has completely shifted. And most educators, we're still playing the same game, the same way, that old game that's played out with outdated strategies in a market that no longer cares about you. So, in this video, I'm going to walk you through the shifts that have already happened, that you set back and you missed, and then the ones that are happening right now, like today, that you really can't afford to miss or ignore. And I'm also going to give you the two things that you need to focus on within the next 12 to 36 months that's going to get you prepared for your next payday. So, if you are serious about monetizing your expertise, if you're serious about building a real business, bringing in additional income into your household, and not ending up bitter and broke and watching other people win when it should be you doing the winning, then stay locked in, because this video, I'm going to break it all down for you. We're going to talk about what happens when shifts happen and you refuse to shift, because it's real and that's what's happening. It's happening all around us. And as we watch what changes, we convince ourselves. We say, oh, that doesn't apply to me. I ain't doing that. Or we say, I'm not that, I'm too old for that. And then one day, typically 3 to 5 years later, you look up and you realize that the whole game has changed. You're behind the curve, you're behind on income, you're behind on opportunities, and you're wondering how you ended up in that situation. Well, let me walk you through it with a couple of examples so you can see how we end up always behind the curve in education as well as educators. So I want to take you down memory lane. Let's go back a little bit. Remember when the internet started? Some of us were still using phone books, fax machines, and overhead projectors. We saw the shift. You remember, some of you all may have been just going to college. Some of you all may have been just starting your teaching career, but you heard about that thing called the internet. And we saw the shift, but we didn't move with it. It took us years to finally get onto the internet and make it a part of our everyday life. And then I want you to think about back in 2004. Think about where you were at in 2004. What were you doing? What year was, what were you doing? What year was it in college for you? What year of teaching was it for you? What were you doing in 2004? Because that's when Facebook started. But a lot of folks didn't get on until like 2010, which was a whole 6 years later. And what about Instagram? Instagram started in 2012. 2012. Line these dates up. What year were your kids born? What year did you graduate from undergrad, your master's program? What year did you get married? Line the dates up, bring them all together. Instagram started in 2012. I remember because I was about to buy my first home, my second home. Was it my second or my third? My second home. I wasn't on Instagram. I was not. I was too busy. So Instagram started in 2012. And then think about TikTok. TikTok has been taken over since 2020. And what do we say? I don't really do social media. Meanwhile, social media is where business is happening. And it wasn't just about dancing, but that's what we told ourselves. I'm not getting on there dancing, but it wasn't about dancing. It was about distribution, distributing your expertise, your knowledge, and getting eyes on your business. That ain't it. That ain't it. Hanging there with me. I want you to think about the digital money shift. By 2018, there was this thing that was blowing up called e-commerce. Remember that? We were buying clothes, we were buying books, we started buying food online, but we never stopped to think, wait a minute, could I be selling something too? This is convenient, this is easy, this is amazing that I can buy stuff online, but why not think, could I be selling something too? Then came the digital products era, okay? Remember this? Ebooks came along, online courses, they were really big, templates and toolkits. Some of y'all even bought some. You did Teachers Pay Teachers, where you paid money to pull down some of those lesson plans and stuff. We watched it all happen, but we didn't move. We didn't. Even though the educators, and I'm not just talking about me too, the educators, we're the ones already writing curriculums. We're the ones already designing lesson plans. We're the ones already delivering professional development. And we were paying other people and watching other people win. We had the skills, but we didn't see the opportunity. I don't know if this is making sense. Give me some communication in the chat. If you're with me live, give me a hey, what's up, what's going on? And if you're catching this in the replay, give me a hashtag replay. And I'm not finished. Hang in there with me. I done told y'all I don't do them TikTok style videos. Okay, and then what do? We cling on to the idea that we just stuck with it. I talked to people and they were like, I'm writing a book. How many of y'all still trying to write a book today? You're still trying to write a book today and still have this hope and dream to get a traditional publishing opportunity. Even though you can publish your own book now, you no longer have to get somebody else's permission. But we hang on to these ideas and we won't let them go. We won't shift. We won't adjust. We think that the only way to write a book is to write the manuscript, get it approved by a publishing company, and let a publishing company publish the book. When now people are publishing their own books, they look amazing. They're making a lot more money. It's a lot more lucrative. And let's not mention, it's 10 times harder to get a book published by a publishing company and a lot less lucrative, because for every book that you sell, you're only going to get 30% while they get the 70%. When you sell the book yourself or write the book yourself and publish it yourself, you get 100% of the proceeds. But let me keep going. Then we came into this time of content creation. We saw people building businesses through newsletters. That's how I was introduced to Lovey Ajayi. I think I'm pronouncing her last name wrong. It was through a newsletter. She built her whole business off newsletters. We watched YouTube creators build whole communities and make millions upon millions of dollars. We saw podcasters start platforms, and we saw people start selling coaching and programs. And even though we all had stories to tell, we all had experiences that could teach other people, and we all had value to bring, we told ourselves, that's not really for me. No, I don't want to do that. And then here we are later, 5-10 years later, we're just now trying to start the podcast. We're just now trying to start a YouTube channel. But let's talk about right now. Right now, we're in the AI era. Right now. ChatGPT came to the public in 2021. It's now 2025. When did you start? Some educators still are not using it. They're still telling their students not to use it. They're still behaving and acting like it's a gimmick, or that it's cheating, or, oh, this is just a phase that will go away. Let me tell you something. This is not about cheating. AI is not about cheating. What you're doing is cheating yourself out of efficiency. You're cheating yourself out of innovation, and you're cheating yourself out of relevance. AI is not the future. It's not the future, people. AI is the present. That's where we're at right now. Stop thinking that, no, the present, AI is right now. And some are still sitting up debating whether or not kids should be able to use it, whether it should be allowed in schools, whether you're going to use it. And the next shift is already happening. You're still behind the 8 ball. But let's talk about why we see these shifts happening and why you need to get on board and figure something out. So let me tell you why this shift feels just a little bit different. And it's not about the new platforms or the new tech. We are seeing a new shift right now because of trust. Right now, we're living in a time where scammers are using AI to crank out books that they didn't even write. People are selling copy and paste courses with no real experience, okay? We have fake experts everywhere, everywhere. And they have slick branding. It looks amazing, but they don't have any receipts to show that it's real. And these coaches are charging top dollar for strategies that they have never used. They've never done that work a day in their life. And because of all of that noise, because of all of that, buyers are becoming way more cautious, including systems, including community based organizations, including private corporations. They're not spending money like they used to because they're not trusting people just because they have a nice website. So, good morning, Dr. Ann. Good morning. So, the trust factor has changed. So, even if you're the real deal, if people don't know you, if they don't see you, if they don't trust you, they're going to scroll right past you. And so this is the time that we're in. I need us to stop letting opportunities pass us by. These shifts come, and you got to be ready to pivot and get on board and not be a late adopter when all of the money is dried up, all of the money is gone. So I'm going to tell you what the next move is going to be. I am going to give you hands down what the next shift is going to be and how you are going to keep your income flowing into your household, into your business, get contracts that are clogged up out of your pipeline. This is what the next big shift is going to be. Listen to what I tell you. And I tell you in 12 to 36 months, you're going to see that this is how you're going to move from one level to the next. People, build your community. Build your community. What am I talking about? No, I'm not talking about the community you live in. That's not what I'm talking about. You're an expert. You have a set of expertise, whether that's supporting parents who have children with autism, whether that's navigating people through IEPs, whether that's helping leaders be better leaders in the workspace, whether that's helping teens to have healthy online relationships, whether that is helping immigrant families, whether that is helping new teachers to get acclimated to the classroom, getting your classroom management under control. You are an expert. And there are people who want to learn from you. But you have to create a space where they can find you. They need to be able to hear you. They need to be able to connect with you. And they need to be able to trust you. So I want you to stop waiting for someone to come and co-sign your expertise. Nobody needs to come and say, I deem you the expert. I'm telling you, you have the expertise. Create your own space. The other portion to that is you got to start building partnerships. You got to start building partnerships because trust is going to come from connections, but you got to know how to build strong, stable, beneficial partnerships. And when the person already trusts you, you're going to see that you're going to get to success a whole lot faster. Now, you got to get away from the copycats and the clout chasers and the people who just want to take all of the shortcuts. That's going to lead you down the wrong path. That's why you want to build the community. And from the community, the partnerships will evolve. This is not a season that we should be worried about going viral. Like some people have the wrong thing in mind. You think that by going viral, that's going to take you to the next level. For some people, it will, but what's the point in going viral if you don't know what to do with it? This is the season where you need to show up with real value and create real relationships. Hey, Marcia. Hey. Create real relationships, people. So it's time to stop sitting back in comfort. Too many of us are sitting back. We are watching the shifts. We're looking at it and we're saying, no, I'm good. Oh, well, that don't apply to me. Girl, I'm just trying to finish out this school year. Well, I got 2 more years to retirement. And then 3 to 5 years from now, you'll look up again. And this moment right here is going to come back to your mind. And you're going to say, I missed it again. This would have been your window. And then you're going to be frustrated. You're going to be broke. You're going to be bitter. You're going to be wondering what happened. And what happened was the shift came and you stayed still. We're not in the old days where you just keep doing the same thing for 20, 30 years. You got to be willing to shift when it's time to shift. You don't want to know when the time is. The time is now. So what are you going to do? Are you going to finally build the business? Are you finally going to package your expertise? Are you going to start showing up consistently? Keyword consistently. You can't show up 2 times out the month. Be consistent. Are you going to create your own platform? Are you going to take control of your income? You get to determine that you get paid more than 26 times in a year. You can control that. Or are you going to just stay comfortable until the next shift comes and pushes you even further behind? Marcia says she's ready. She says she's ready. So you got to make a decision. What are you claiming today? Because this is not just about ambition. It's about getting what you want out of life. Abundance is your birthright. Stop sitting back, letting things just pass you by. This is the thing that educators do. We wait and we wait and we sit and we watch. We're the smartest people on the planet, but yet we work the hardest and we get paid the least. And it's not because we can't make more. It's because we choose not to. Because when these shifts happen, I'm giving you the key. I've given you the answer. You will see in these next 12 months, you're going to see you should have been building your community today. And I'm not talking about the community that you live in. You need to start building your community today. You need to start working on forging partnerships today. Let's move. Let's build. Let's shift. And let's stop being scared. The conference is July 11th through the 13th. Iman Live and Iman Virtual, July 11th through the 13th. It's called the Power Move because it's time for us to take back our power. It's time for us to stand up and say, I am the table. I don't need a seat at your table. I'm the table. You got what you need. You're not using it the way it needs to be used because you're doing what the school system and society told you need to do. They want to keep you so scattered, so busy that you can't focus on the things that you need to focus on. If you knew that you can make your whole salary in one contract that only requires you to work 30 days, what would be the incentive for you to go into a school system and work 190 days? So on July 11th through the 13th, I am sharing with you how to make the power move, how to build that community, how to forge those partnerships, how to use your expertise, how to communicate and message your expertise in a way where people know, oh, this is good. I need this. And in the room, we're going to pair you up with partners and people. We're going to work through real processes. We're going to look at real opportunities and we're going to help you with those teaming agreements. We're going to help you to figure out, how do I know I can trust this person? We're going to get through all of that. But you got to be willing to bet on yourself. You got to be willing to do the work and know that it does not have to take 5 years. Honey, your life can look so different by December 31st, 2025. Your life can be so different you would not even recognize it. You wouldn't even notice it. You got to be willing to shift. We cannot just keep doing the same thing the way we've always done it because that's the way we always did it. That's going to always keep you stuck. And that's not okay. Our parents taught us what they knew. Most of them were raised and taught us from what they knew from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. It's 2025, people. It's a new rules. It's a new game. Your methods are outdated. The ways that you're going about doing things are old-fashioned. And now it's time to update. You need to get on the shift. You've sat back and you've watched so many shifts pass you by. I know that when I just went through that list, that there are shifts that were in there that you were like, yeah, I did that. Just like with me, I sat back. I didn't get on Facebook until 2018. Facebook came out in 2004. When did you get on Instagram? And even now, we got Twitch, we got streaming systems. Why are we not on them? Why are we not using them? What are we afraid of? Why won't we even check it out? Even now, for people who are great writers, there's a thing called Substack where you can still write and get paid to write. Why are you not doing it? Because we are afraid. We're afraid to do something different, try something different because we're afraid that if we fail. And it's not that if we fail, we're afraid to fail in public. But just know that the people on the sidelines, they're not taking any risk. They're not trying anything different. I'm going to always encourage you to bet on yourself. So I hope this was helpful.